What's happening, YouTube? Josh Tedder here for 6 months later, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Nexx Garage Wi-Fi enabled companion device. We'll take a look at how easy it was to set up, the main features of the device and app, and how reliable it's been over the past 6 months. This is 6 months later. When you think about the term smart home devices, people often think of smart lights, smart thermostats, and maybe even smart speakers. And while those are the first things a lot of people think about, smart garage door openers are not that far off. Smart garage door openers have a lot of benefits. You can check the status of your garage door to see if it's open or closed 24/7, whether you're at home or away from home. And if you're away from home, you can even open and close the garage door from miles away. The only issue with most homes out there is they already have a garage door opener, and most likely it's 5, 10, 15 years old and does not connect to Wi-Fi. Enter the Nexx Garage, a Wi-Fi enabled companion device for your garage door opener that allows you to connect it to Wi-Fi. The Nexx Garage works with a variety of brands of garage door openers out there, and they have a complete list of compatible and incompatible garage door openers that it'll work with on their website. Some high-level features of the Nexx Garage include multi-user support, where you can give access to multiple people to be able to open and close your garage door through their phones. The Nexx Garage can be set up to notify you when your garage door is closing or opening, and you can even set the Nexx Garage to remind you that you've left the garage door open for too long. The Nexx Garage can also use your phone's location to automatically open and or close your garage door when you are near it. It also keeps a log of every time your garage door has been opened or closed and by whom. Nexx Garage supports the Google Assistant and Alexa, so you can ask either smart assistant to open and or close your garage door, as well as what the current status of your garage door is. Google, talk to Nexx Garage.
Hi, I have detected that your garage door is currently closed. What would you like to do?
Open the garage door.
Your garage door should now be opening.
Now, we've done a ton of videos on the Google Home products specifically on this channel, so if you'd like to learn more about those, I'll make sure to leave links in the description below, as well as add a card to the video that you can click to learn more. The Nexx Garage is a product that's made up of a couple of pieces. You have 2 pieces of hardware and 1 piece of software, which is the phone app. For the pieces of hardware, the main piece of hardware is the receiver for the Wi-Fi signal. It comes with a power adapter that you plug into presumably your ceiling where your garage door is plugged into, and then it also comes with 2 wires that tap directly into your garage door opener. The second piece of hardware is a long wire with a sensor and magnet on one end. You put the magnet on the garage door itself and then the sensor on the wall right next to the garage door. And you want to make sure they're lined up evenly so that the magnet and sensor are together and almost touching when the garage door is closed. This allows the Nexx Garage to know whether or not your garage door is open or closed. Now, the design of the hardware pieces of the Nexx Garage leave a lot to be desired. When you open the box and get it shipped to you, it basically looks like a do-it-yourself kit. Not that that's a bad thing, but if you are the type of person that likes all of your electronics to be sleek looking, etc., this may not be the device for you. But then again, it's going in a garage, and who really cares about what it looks like if it's going in a garage? Now, setting up the Nexx Garage was relatively straightforward, but it's not exactly a short process. It does take a bit of time to set everything up correctly. Now, you don't have to have a lot of technical knowledge to be able to set up the Nexx Garage, but it's not a plug-and-play consumer electronic device where you just plug the thing in and setup takes like 5 minutes. On average, it took me about 30 minutes to set everything up and get it working. Now, how the Nexx Garage actually works is the device receives a Wi-Fi signal to the receiver that instructs it to open or close the garage door, and then the Nexx Garage receiver device sends an electrical signal to your garage door opener to open or close the door. Now I like this approach a lot better than some other garage door opener Wi-Fi enabled companion devices out there because one, there's no annoying beeping every time the garage door closes, and two, I just like the fact that the device connects directly into the garage door opener itself. You're not really changing anything about the garage door opener, but it is tapping directly in through wires to your existing garage door opener. Now, one thing I noticed during setup of my Nexx Garage is that I had some Wi-Fi problems in my garage. So what I recommend, even if you don't have Wi-Fi problems in your garage, is go ahead and set up that Nexx Garage receiver right near your Wi-Fi router first, and then move it out to the garage. What I found for my case is that especially when the garage door itself is closed, I have very poor Wi-Fi signal in my garage, which made setting up the Nexx Garage kind of a pain. But this also leads me to my next point, which is to make sure that you have good Wi-Fi reception in your garage. Definitely test the Wi-Fi signal when the garage is open as well as when it's closed. In my case, what would happen is I set up the Nexx Garage, everything was great. I would use the remote in my car to open my garage door like normal, and then I could close the garage with the Nexx Garage phone app. But then as soon as the garage door closed, the Wi-Fi signal in my garage dropped, and then my device went offline, and I couldn't open my garage door opener with my phone through the Nexx Garage app. Now, if you're in the situation that I was and you don't get enough good Wi-Fi signal in your garage for the Nexx Garage to work like 99% of the time, what I would suggest is looking at getting a mesh Wi-Fi network, such as one from Google with their Google Wi-Fi product. We've actually just recently done a review on that, so if you're interested, I'll make sure to drop a link below and put a card in the video. Now, after I fixed my Wi-Fi issue, I found that the Nexx Garage works about 99% of the time and has been great. There have been a few hiccups here and there where it shows the incorrect status of the garage door opener, or sometimes I'll just get phantom notifications of my garage door opening and or closing even though I didn't open and or close it and can look out the window and see it's still closed. So overall for reliability, I'd give the Nexx Garage an A-. It's not perfect and you may run into a few hiccups along the way, but it gets the job done and still works pretty well. Now, the app design for the Nexx Garage is functional, but overall I'm still not really a fan of the overall colors and design aesthetic of the app. I think it could really benefit from some UI and UX enhancements around the overall look and feel of the app. Now, that's not to say the app is terrible. It's not. It works fine and it is functional, but I still think it could benefit from some UI and UX improvements. Now, when I started using the Nexx Garage app 6 months ago, I did run into several issues with using the app. With menus, I couldn't scroll them all the way up, and it would take me several taps to try to get a button to complete an action that I wanted it to do. So luckily, the Nexx Garage app has improved over the past 6 months, and I have not run into nearly the amount of problems I originally ran into when I first started using it. Now, another area I think the Nexx Garage could benefit from is having an Apple Watch app. For most apps, I don't think it's really necessary for them to have a companion watch app. But for the Nexx Garage, I actually think it makes a lot of sense. A lot of times when you're going out to your garage or coming back from the grocery store, you've got your hands full, and it can be kind of cumbersome to get your phone out of your pocket to close the garage door. Now, another way the Nexx Garage folks could fix the issue, especially for people with iPhones, is by having HomeKit support and allowing users to use Siri to open and or close their garage door. This is a glaring omission for the Nexx Garage. I'm typically a big fan of the smart device makers having all three platforms, so Alexa, Google Assistant, and HomeKit and Siri. And unfortunately for the Nexx Garage, right now you're limited to only using Alexa and the Google Assistant. The Nexx Garage retails for $100 here in the US and is available in some international countries as well. Overall, I think it's a great device if you'd like to add some smart functionality to your existing garage door opener. While it's by no means perfect, it's a pretty solid device that gives you a lot of convenient features that make living with a garage door opener even easier. Thanks so much for watching this 6 months later review. Be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you thought. And if you like this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, I'm Josh Tedder for 6 months later.